I'm a K-12 educator, a tech coach for a small East Texas school, and I think my concern about MOOCs teaching small East Texas educators and small East Texas kids is that there's no way I could talk a lot of those kids into it. So far what I've seen about MOOCs is that they are one of the least disruptive technologies for my people so far. I mean, if you're, like you guys were saying, if you're a winning white kid at the top of the box, then you're going to make it. And if you're one of my kids, you're probably not. So I guess my question is, one of the things that works with my kids is love. They love their teachers. Their communities love them. When they know that they're loved, they win at their classes. And a lot of times our kids that lose the most are the least loved. They're the most different from our sort of classic white bread teacher. So I just wonder how, I know it's a squishy thing, but what does that look like for MOOCs? What's the 3.0 where my, first generation off to college, hopefully, what happens with those kids? And my reasonably well-educated backwoods teachers.
Well, this was mentioned a little bit earlier. I can't remember which one of us mentioned it, but the research that's out there does say that online learning works better for students that are higher income, higher motivation, have more time and capacity, and that lower income students, pure online learning is not better than an in-person, face-to-face instructor. That actually is the research at the current time. One of the ways that we're trying to attack that at the Gates Foundation is by encouraging more and more blended and personalized learning, because when technology that's relevant is chosen by teachers or professors to actually improve the learning experience, that actually, early days on the research, but that seems to actually generate better learning outcomes in most circumstances. Now that said, we also think, like I've mentioned a number of times, that we're still in the first inning of online learning. So as we work with more and more low-income students, sometimes it's just a matter of access, sometimes it's a matter of time, ability, a lot of times it's life issues, as you know. Those students do need additional attention. So part of it is just as a society, which we have already recognized in some degree, but we need to recognize it more, the students that start out further behind need more help in order to really achieve equal opportunity. And that's a big reason why we're focused in our investments on helping those low-income students succeed, not just with supporting programs like edX, but also with advising and counseling and coaching, and a number of scholarship programs as well.
So I think, do we have another question?
Can I add to
Yes,
that?
okay, go ahead.
Can I just add a couple of words?
Yeah, go ahead.
I love your question, I really do. And we don't know much about designing caring online environments that are empowering. And it's not just about MOOCs, but it's on online education as well. But I think you're identifying something that's significant, that the MOOC providers could help you by developing resources that are open, that allow you to use them in your classroom, where you can provide the care that your students need.